Hi there and welcome to MS-DOS Game Reviews. Today we are reviewing Balance of Power, and you can get a copy of this from myabandonware.com. Now, the downloading issue I've had was due to my ad blocker. It's built into my browser, but at some point I'll disable it just for myabandonware.com and give them a little bit of a helping hand, support their sites a little bit, because I do use it a lot. Okay, so on to Balance of Power. The description of Balance of Power is kind of interesting. Balance of Power is among the first political simulation games that emphasizes diplomacy and politics over outright aggression. And this review by Home of the Underdogs, a retro gamer, provided a fixed version of the DOS game. I've put together an improved package for Balance of Power, the 1985 DOS version that adds graphics options and fixes some gameplay affecting bugs. As far as I know, there aren't any abandonware sites with versions of BOP for DOS that work correctly. And this is true. I've actually managed to get the original game discs and load them into a emulator and made them go. You could only install it once, and it was kind of sucky. So whoever this retro gamer was, thank you very, very much. Fortunately, he didn't put his name there, so I can't credit him directly. Here you can see the options that he made, and there's some external links and some screenshots. So let us go take a look. So the Balance of Power graphic is really nice. Let me zoom in a bit there. So Balance of Power by Chris Crawford. He's actually in the comments of that website as well. He says he never made any real money, but he's not sorry that he made the game in any case. So you look at this graphic, it's really, really beautiful. It's a Mindscape game, and you can see the eagle and the bear fighting, and there's a little bit of a red phone there. I like the imagery quite a bit. And then there's a reference card, and then this text file. And I think we're going to be referring back to this text file. So as part of this thing, it does a quick walkthrough. It says when the title screen appears, start a new game by selecting other button. That is used if you wish to resume a previous game. And it says you play on the world map. Each country is okay. So let's just see. I've had a quick go at the game, and it's a little bit complicated. Let's say that. So first item is diplomatic relationships. Choose this item. The computer will shade each country, show the diplomatic relationships with the United States. If you look at Nicaragua, the middle country of the three Central African countries, you'll note the shading indicates a cool or hostile relationship with the USA. You will show them. Select Nicaragua from the North American menu. The country will turn black, and its name will appear at the top of the screen. You selected Nicaragua for further consideration. Pull down menu, labeled make policies, and then we're going to make a policy. Here. So select the possible level of aid, and then choose the enact button. You've just issued a presidential order. You're shipping lots of weapons to the Contras. Okay. Aid to insurgents. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so it tells you a little bit, and then it goes on to a real game. So let's pause that there. Let's look at the expected conf. And I'm going to show you what a Hercules running at its best would look like, and it's kind of good. So I'm going to save that and then minimize that. So that is this DOSBox config file that I was editing. So let's give that a go. So now we are running Hercules. So Hercules is option 3 here, and that has the highest resolution of them all, and it actually works properly. So 3, and Balance of power, geopolitics, and the nuclear age. And it pops up little screens just like this every now and then. So that's kind of nice. So I'm going to put new game. And it says beginner USA 1 player. So let's do that. And you can see the beautiful high resolution graphics. Hercules was there at the start with CGA, and they used this high resolution graphics for Word documents before there was Word. Typed text documents, you'd actually need this resolution. So let's go see the what they said. Game score next turn. Countries, spheres of influence. Let's check that out. So North America and Nicaragua. What was that about? So there they are. And we can make policies, aid to insurgents, and we give them the highest money. We enact that order and we see what that is about. So next turn. And Nicaragua accuses you. So we're going to reject that. The General Secretary deplores this criminal action. And we are going to be refusing that. And DEFCON 4. Okay. So, yeah. USSR score. So I didn't back down, and I got some extra prestige. That's what you get down there. And Nicaragua is still selected. So, obviously there's much more countries in the world, and to play it properly, you're going to be messing and fiddling with a lot more. So let's quit here, and yes. And this is the great part of this specific game. In order to make it work, you need to supply it with Windows 1, and this is Windows 1. This is the first graphical interface, and it's just a glorified terminal. But you could actually, right, I think there's a paint. You could paint things and save. You could save your files. This is part of Windows, yeah. And I think that's exit. File, open to close, edit. So double clicky that. Save. No, I don't want to save it. There's also a write. I think, yeah, write.exe. And you could write my documents, or this is a text document, and then you could save as well. Just save, and in the directory of Windows, you can save your document. So I'm just going to say no. There's a couple of fonts that were installed. There's a clock, clipboard, calendar, card file, Windows 1, and dare I say it, not much has changed. Let's exit this thing and go for some EGA graphics and see if we can get it a little bit better. Just take away the Hercules and stick in EGA. Save that. And your first real game. You've played with the game and you're ready to give it a go. So here we go. This is more of the game. So play again as beginning. Your goal in this game is to increase your geopolitical prestige or weaken the geopolitical prestige of the Soviet Union. So you want to be popular, and you want to be popular over the countries that count. So so while you're doing this, you should be avoiding nuclear war, because everybody loses, and then you'll be king of nothing. So overall approach, how do you get a country to like you? You could do nice things for it in an effort to convince it to like you, or you can try to overthrow its current government. You know, there's people that say, yeah, it's a massive conspiracy. That's just the way things operated and may still operate in the background. I mean, the world is a massive, let's call it a chess game, and this game just said the quiet part out loud. So it says every country has a little bit of an insurgency, and you can help that or help the government. And you have an offensive strategy, and identifying insurgencies tells you a little bit more about what type of insurgencies this is. This little text file that I got from, I believe it was the Internet Archive, is solid gold. So if you want to play this game seriously, you'd be referring back to this file. Okay, so let's go give it another go. Let's give it another go now. We are going to take EGA low res, because that gives us a nice color, and the EGI high res is a bit buggy. I can show you, but let's do low res 2. And balance of power, geopolitics, and the nuclear age. And it's using Windows to display all of its graphics. And see, same thing. Nice fading in if you leave it alone for a bit. So options, and we can stop the game. We have the same map. And countries, spheres of influence. So the more white it is, the more it likes the US. So we've got our axis here, and for instance France over there seems to be USA weak, so we could try aiding everybody that's USA weak. Let's see South Africa down there, South America. So major events, there's a revolution in these countries, so that might be, you know, an opportunity to get somebody to like you. So clicking on a country doesn't do anything. Prestige value, so people that matter. So very little across these. So yeah, the sponsor of the revolution, some, much, very much. So much. I can see France and UK definitely on the much, and insurgencies. There's some insurgencies over here. Yeah, so you'll get to know your maps better as well. There's a briefing, you know what background, I don't know what that is. Lowest quartile, highest quartile, absolute ranks of national product. So yeah, that's how much money they make. Blah, blah, blah. Well-being. Oh man, you'd spend hours and hours just looking at what the next move is going to be. So I'm going to resume the game. And every time it's just a click and drag. Man, I want to do Europe and France. Because I could see France could do with a little bit of aid from the US, make them more friendly to the US, yeah? Just so military aid just intervene for the government. Let's do some military aid. And I have a fair chunk of change, so I'm just gonna say, 1980s money, 20 million is actually a lot over there. Let me give him 100 million. So that's going to be every year, I'm going to give away 100 million to France. Now they're in peace at the moment, so they can use that little bit of money. And then we have Mexico here, they've got some terrorism. Let's go see what that's up to. Countries, no. North America. Mexico is just around the corner. I think they can do with a bit of aid as well. So let's make polity, military aid. then because they're close, we'll just give them some of that. And countries, spheres of influence. Yeah. Prestige, value, insurgency, major events. Okay, so what's this country? That's Morocco, isn't it? Is it? Now since I am South African, I want to actually see if I can change the way the world went. So South Africa there, and instead of diplomatic, military, yeah, I don't want to aid the insurgents there. Let's see if we can change history. No, come on, Africa. What? So, hang on, these are the policies that's already there. So I'm giving... What? So these are existing policies. So I've changed France and Germany. So interesting. So yeah, let's go give South Africa stupid money. So military aid. And 400 million. We give them as much money as we're allowed. Aid to insurgents. So Africa again. My home country of Namibia is not there. I think it includes Angola. And they actually aiding insurgents. That's no good, huh? No. Well, I'll see if we can get Africa. This is interesting. Aid to insurgents. How do I change that? Back to Angola. Come on. Countries, yes, I make positive events briefing deselect. Aid to insurgents. Nothing. Not going to help the insurgents. Go away. Right. So let's see. Yeah, you definitely go and step through every single country, and then you can go next turn. Government overview. Washington, Russia, France, 100 million in military assistance. And we just reject it. I can give my... Yeah. Come on. The Soviet people postpone it. Oh, just protest. Yeah, of course. Go away. So, South Africa 400. Prestigious risk, nothing. What? Yeah, DEFCON 4. Yeah. Leave me alone. So what? Okay. DEFCON 4, DEFCON 2. Are we gonna start a war here? About me wanting to... Yeah. Yeah. Really? So both people, infrared is significant. Prestigious risks, DEFCON 4. Really? Are we gonna back down here for nothing? What? The official response? You have ignited a nuclear war. Right, so end of the world. Well, we can play a little bit with Windows again, and maybe, if I ruler of the world, I wouldn't start a nuclear war or anything. In any case, I'm going to exit the game here. And I hope you guys enjoyed this little video, that it worked for you. And, you know, maybe you guys feel like playing the game. Go give it a go. It's definitely hours of fun. And we will see each other on the next one. Goodbye.